It is with great pleasure and profound sense of responsibility that I welcome you all to this Stakeholder Summit on the second year assessment and celebration of the achievement of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, organized by Bat Movement Nigeria, a major support group that was formed in the year 2019 to support the APC government of President Buhari and for the actualization of the presidential aspiration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is pertinent to remind ourselves that the journey so far has not been easy. But as painful as these reforms may appear, they remain necessary decisions that needed to be taken towards achieving a greater Nigeria. The task of building a nation is the responsibility of all. Therefore, as citizens, we must continue to express and exercise patience with the current administration to pursue policies that build a resilient, strong, and diversified economy for the benefit of the present and future generations. It is our opinion, ladies and gentlemen, that dealing with the root cause of a problem shows a genuine intention to solve a problem, which is exactly the sincere approach of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I salute the courage because not all leaders can put the future ahead of the current splendor of office. The Bat Movement is purely a policy advocacy group. Our focus is to communicate the policies of government in every way possible to the masses of Nigeria. Therefore, should expect that we will infiltrate the fabric of the masses to the grassroots. May I quickly point out some of the president's key leadership attributes. The president we have today, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is a transformational leader who sets focus and drives his team towards the focus to be achieved. Therefore, do not expect that he will be loved by everybody. As a matter of fact, the opposition will flip, thereby using it as a point of distraction. But the truth remains that in 1 million years, they cannot do better. I sincerely like to tell you that our political space is marred today by untamed desperation and wild quest to be president of Nigeria. Everybody likes to be president, but everybody cannot be president, except the people or the person you elect. Ladies and gentlemen, that association of theirs is membered largely by perennial electoral losers and failures. I challenge anyone here or anywhere else to point at any of them with the qualities of native intelligence, patience, knowledge, focus, and bravery that Ashwaju has. At a time like this, ladies and gentlemen, the Nigerian nation does not deserve less. In times like this, we must understand that their collective experiences, let them all sit and reflect. If their collective experiences can be comparable to that legacy of flourishing Lagos. Lagos is the 5th largest economy in Africa, the biggest economy in West Africa, the largest economy in Nigeria. Lagos is a mental imagination of somebody, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Politics is a game of people, the leaders and the followers. I look around me and I just found out that Barrister Anatu Musa Musawa is my only friend. We invited quite a lot of them, but a few people showed up, our leaders. But I'm impressed that we, the people, are here. We are the ones with the power to elect them. So if we invite them for a program and they do not find it easy to come, then I begin to wonder if they are actually with us, the people. They have a responsibility to show that love to Bola Tinubu. It is a responsibility, it's not a choice. We have put this together to express our belief in Bola Tinubu, and that belief is unshaken. Ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely appreciate the presence of the chairman, like I said, the honorable minister, my minister of arts, culture, tourism, and creative economy. Don't forget, my friends, we must salute the courage of people like Barrister Anatu Musa Musawa, because she's benefiting from government and she has time to put back into the people. I won't be fair if I conclude this speech without recognizing those political icons that shaped and contributed to what has culminated into Bat movement. We are one of the earliest groups that emanated from the combination of those famous support groups, BSO, NCBSG, CNNI, and Bat movement. I take this moment to salute my leaders, Alhaji Abubakar Maikano. Maikano was the AO of the villa. I came to Abuja in 2015 and I worked in his office as a media intelligence officer. Shortly after, we saw a need to start another support group outside BSO. At that point, BSO has disbanded because majority of the people that ran BSO are taking executive positions in government. That was how we formed the National Committee for Buhari Support Groups. I was the National Secretary. I was seconded from Alhaji Maikano's office to Senator Abu Ibrahim. I salute his courage and contribution at the time that it mattered most. My colleagues at the time, Professor M.T. Usman, Mustafa Habib, Zakari Aliu Jia, and Prince Odinaka, who later joined us at CNNI. We worked very closely with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for good 3 years before the primaries. We burnt night candles. I use this opportunity to welcome my very good friend, Senator Bashir Ajibola, the National Secretary of the party. This is an example of a leader who knows his responsibility and is willing and ready to associate with us.